Hello, Arlie. Well, you're muted, love.
I am still fizzing over the healing yesterday. I was just before the healing began. I shouldn't say just before, a few hours before. I was pulling in Lindy's tentacles and taking her to Rianne. And then Kelly saw that spider thing,
Yes, yeah,
which is
yeah,
like an octopus, like the tentacles, and then
yeah.
see um, Cinda. And I don't know who was over there a little bit further down, but oh my God,
It was
I
all,
felt,
all the pieces were there.
oh,
Yeah. It was interesting because when Kelly was talking, I thought, no, somebody knows how to undo those tentacles without it flipping around. Because she was saying, you have to watch carefully or whatever. And I thought to myself, no, somebody knows how to do those tentacles, and they'll know how to do that.
yeah, she was thinking in terms of them being elastic, I think, so that when you undo one, it's like a rubber band snap.
Yes.
But if you think of them more in terms of an octopus or one of those spools that just kind of reels in,
Yep.
yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Change the vibration
So,
to make it a different composition.
yep.
That's what I was thinking that very same thing. So you were doing it.
So excited. So Tara and I were talking this morning, and she thought that the walk-in wasn't going to be there for a couple weeks, and I thought the walk-in was now and was going to be there for 2 more weeks.
At least 2 more.
Okay, at least.
No, it,
Good.
it was going to be there now. Yeah.
So I told the caseworker that Lindy's not home, and now is the time to get that hospital bed in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Cinda alluded to a time when for about 24-hour period I wasn't in my body. I had a walk in my body, and during that time I had a call, and I said, I didn't even know how for sure to do the computer because this isn't me. This isn't Sharon. That's what she was alluding to. But I've had walk-ins while I was doing the tag stuff. I probably worked with a team. There were, I think, at least 4 or 5 that we exchanged because they could bring in something that the original soul couldn't. And so we didn't stay for just a day. So
Yeah.
it'll be as long as it needs to be. we
Okay.
so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember seeing a tape when Emma and I think Cinda was there and someone else, and we're saying, "You're not Sharon."
Yeah, that was the day.
And I was like,
Right.
point.
I was out doing other things. Yeah.
Yes.
But it was only like I left kind of in the evening. I wasn't there during the night. I mean, like, this walk-in was totally alert and looking around, and I went to, get on them, and it was like, I don't know how to do this stuff. And then I went, what's going on? And then I understood. And yeah, that was that day. By the next morning, then I was back, but I said I want to bring back at least an idea of what I was doing because I was out working in the other field, and
Right.
the best thing I could come up with, I mean, the word that came up was we were weaving an entirely new something like platform. And the best words, the words that resonated to me was, this is it, divine good, divine good. That's why I use divine good. To me, it is that which that we wove during that time. So yeah. Well, it'll be interesting. I did some work on my daughter Michelle because she was we'll talk for just a minute. Oh, we're already time. Uh, and and I haven't done that for a long time because she's got her heart, and I kind of like, just she has her ups and downs. And I went, wait a minute. I can't. Why aren't I working on her? Because really feverishly and consistently. Because why have these downs play times? Why are we tolerating? Why am I tolerating? So so I began working with her along with Lindy and a couple of others that were intensely, you know, um, and it took, and there was some really interesting new stuff, whatever. And it was about a week later. Yesterday, she really was feeling better. She'd been feeling really crappy for about 10 days. So it took about a week for her, who was not actively participating in it. I didn't even say to her, "I'm working on you, Michelle," because
Mhm.
I didn't want this. So
Right.
I didn't tell her I was, and I did cleansing of the burning in the house. I did that. She knew I did that. But it was about a week before she began to feel the impact. And within another day or two, like today, she's great. You know, I think for me it gave me an indication. Like when I do my work on me personally, I can feel the difference in a moment. So I think if you're working, yourself or somebody who's participating consciously, I've always said it's very quick. But when we're working on somebody long distance who isn't, for whatever reason, isn't participating, it 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 does take a little bit of time, and that's okay, and it's okay.
Um, I can agree with that with one caveat.
Yep.
When you walk through the unseen and you have those little chats with somebody,
Oh yeah.
change can be really fast.
That's true too. That's true too. Yeah. 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 We're not in control of time. I guess of how quickly it comes about. I guess I should say that.
Yeah, well, plus I think that the mind can change its mind faster than sometimes the cellular level of the body can pull its ass along.
Totally. Totally. Yep. Yep. Well, that's good. So is that your friend here in Seattle that's connected with her person back there?
Yeah, she's right there on Whidbey Island, and she is a caseworker. I mean, she works with these ultra debilitated people who, need someone to coordinate all this stuff. She has a lot of people who there were accidents at birth. And so the kid, since the
Ah,
kid was born, has been on a ventilator and is a quadriplegic sort of thing. And the moms in these cases, the dads take off. They
they
can't handle
do.
it. And
They
so the
do.
mom is kind of flaky from the get-go. And then she has this quadriplegic, and suddenly she's given many millions of dollars. And so Tomato's the name I call her,
I know. I
Laura.
remember now.
Yeah. She kind of has to gatekeep. So mom wants the latest and the greatest in the brand new wheelchair, truck, this, that, but she has a perfectly good one that's 8 months old, you know,
Yeah.
and Tomato has to try to get her help to come in so that mom is spelled. I mean, when someone's on a ventilator, you're, 5 minutes in the kitchen is about all you get.
I
And then
know.
you have to go check. And there's nobody because of COVID
Yeah.
to do that kind of care now. So she does that. And she, finds out the laundry service who can pick up and deliver for the cheapest price and who can do this and Meals on Wheels. And do they qualify for that? Well, she's doing all of that crap for Lindy.
Wow.
And Lindy is just like, I'm okay with this. I'm not going to call SSI. My parents now are tuned in and I can just lay here in bed and change my diapers and Meals on Wheels. But she needs an income stream because she has to move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. She won't even talk to the landlord about whether or not what the landlord told Tomato is
Caseworker.
true about her having to leave
Huh. Huh.
because he hasn't told her.
Well, the phase she's in right now is the phase she's in right now. And if the phase she's in right now is like, oh, good, everyone's taking care of me because if that's the phase she's in right now, I say, great, let it be okay. It's not where you want or I want her to stay, however. So we'll keep doing the work. We'll keep doing redoing the energy, and then we'll see where she is 3 months down the road, and then another 3 months down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she has got to get an income stream. Literally, Richard said, we can't afford to support her.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know, we simply do not have the kind of money that it would take.
To support her.
That's right. I mean, we have more than enough for us. We're happy to, but to support a whole nother person. Oh, and then on top of all this, because of the COVID lockdowns, Richard's mother has basically gone to Rutabaga. And so now she's kind of a rutabaga and needs all
Wow.
kinds of care and help. And she's in wonderful physical health, 93 years old, and there's not a whole lot functioning upstairs anymore.
Where does she
And
live? Is she in Seattle?
no, she's in Highland Park, right where the shooting was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and she runs out of money in 2 years.
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, great.
Yeah. Yeah. We keep
Yeah.
doing what it is you know, where I'm at right now is trusting, the connections to that divine family of which I am a part. That whole energy field is who I am. And a lot of that interference of energy, overlay of energy, etc., has been eliminated. So I can say that my nature of divinity knows exactly how to land the ball. If I'm a golfer, it knows exactly how to land the ball. So putting my eye on where I want the ball to land is my job. So that means where in all, so for me, and that doesn't mean reality statements aren't important, because I think they really help us take back ownership of our voice and our place in life. But then you get beyond reality shift where you say, my ball lands no matter where I land in my life, whether it's a career or class or conversations, where do I land? It's like my presence, like we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the words that have been coming for this particular practice is brilliance, invitation, and action. And so for example, wherever the ball lands for Richard's mother lands in, I'll use my words, brilliance, invitation, action. But your words, your words. That means that it's, there's changes happening, and in this present moment, this energy field of total intelligence knows how to make that happen. So I trust this nature. The same with you. The ball lands for in Lindy. I'm holding the ball lands. The Lindy ball lands in brilliance. Da 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 da. You know, and to me it's a next level up of acknowledging that our divine flow is here in ways that hasn't been available, so we truly can say my nature this field, my nature knows exactly how to get the ball there. And if I try to figure out how to stand, where to hold, what kind of clubs, if I keep focused on here where I'm standing, that whole divine nature is locked out of landing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So one last question.
yeah.
Lindy needs so much and needs to, get her butt cranked. She's the only one who can call SSI, and there's other things that she could call and take care of. When a walk-in is chosen, isn't there some way to get a walk-in who's like dynamic and ready to take these things on? And
Well, when I, that was part of my criteria is like, let's get in, that clear, strong, whatever it needs to have. So you add to it, say, hey, and then you can start talking to the walk-in. Why not?
Oh my God, yes, I can talk to the walk-in.
Yes, it's like the higher self is already in agreement. And so if this walk-in isn't capable of what you are seeing needs to be done, why not change walk-in? I mean, the permission has been given for her highest good to happen. So here's the walk-in. You could talk to that walk-in. You kind of see what's going on. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. We used this when I first started. We used this because of some of the individuals who found me. They were so entangled that we had to move their soul intentionally move their soul into like a really clear cleaning healing spa. It was better for them to be in that other dimension for the garbage to be taken care of, and then so a walk-in would come. So we've done it before, but not for a lot of years. So this is interesting that's coming up again.
It's a whole new world again.
It is a whole new world. It's a whole new world, my friend. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. Laser removal.
Laser focus, yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, let me put on the record.
I think it was already on.
Yeah, I turned it off, and
Oh,
and now I have to go in because I'm in for some reason. I'm gonna go out and come back in, okay?
okay.
Because I don't have permission to do it now. Oh me? Oh no, it's on. I don't have
Okay.
permission to take it off.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. So I was just gonna say Deborah is here just by intention. So she had mentioned
Okay.
she would be here by intention.
Okay. We should probably set a circle.
Yeah, yeah. So are you ready? Do you want
Hmm.
to do it?
No.
Okay, I'll do it. We do it quickly here.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So we take a breath, knowing that we hold a presence, a connection secured to those divine families of which we are, that exist in all of the galactic worlds. And we are present with them as their ambassador, doing the work through our physical body to clear that which has been dominating and controlling and entrapping. We also call for instant restoration to our divine frequency. So we are here with that intent. We ask that our energies be laser focused, intensified in effectiveness and power, and that our guidance be clear for this moment in time, infecting all moments in time, space, dimensions, worlds, and galaxies. So we are here. Those who will be joining us in any way through replays are as powerfully focused and expanding. And so it is. Okay. So let's just place ourselves in the circle. Sharon Raji Maynard here on Woodby Island. Yeah, I'm getting a sense we just, how quickly and we gather and eliminate, turn around. So I'm just here to do that, however that is to be done today. And that includes those individuals who we're holding in that space of result of divine good. So, Arlie, you're over to you.
I'm Arlie. I'm in New Zealand. And we've just finished a major storm with gale force winds, road closures and all that. And I want to kind of stay with the feeling of that gale force winds and make changes in the people who are broadcasting untruths. Bring them what I don't want to say to see value in truth, but that's it. I want to change what's going out over the airwaves and what people are hearing.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So here we are, calling our teams to be with us. Those who hold that greatest picture of power, effectiveness, clearing, and removal to allow divine resonance. So we'll be with that group for the next 5 minutes. We'll be back after that. Okay, what you got?
Um, huh, kind of failure, but maybe an insight. So I went off and I was going to use Bannon and Stone as surrogates. Okay. And then it came to me that really I needed to bring in Roger Ailes, who owns Fox News, and get him
Yeah.
too. So I had the three of them together and I called in the guides, to work on them, just to create an opening where they could see the value in truth and also see the destruction that they were causing and, create an opening to change their minds, sort of things. Could not get through,
Wow.
could not get through. Um, then after a lot of work with the guides and trying all kinds of different techniques, of course I had the guardianship circle and the deep six and
Yeah.
all of that. When there was the slightest crack of opening up, they absolutely didn't give a shit. They don't care. Doesn't matter how destructive it is. This is, and what it looked like at their, because I went looking, I decided I have to get past that. There must be something deeper that I can connect to, a spark of goodness, whatever. And I just kept getting these images of these eggs made out of wood. You've seen those eggs you put in your drawer that are made out of cedar.
Yeah.
Okay, well, these were like little eggs. There was them, hard as a rock. It never occurred to me I should have picked them up and funked them back to source. I was just looking at them thinking my chickens would love these.
Now you know what to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that can be done.
Yeah. That's interesting. Outsiders have absolute no, they don't connect beyond the very like one, two, three dimensions. They have no emotional constructs, and they do not care about us at all. We're not their family, so you're absolutely correct that you will not find an outsider that goes, oh yeah, that's that. Well, I think I'll change my mind. No, that's why it's they have they go back to their home. And one of the questions that I ask us sometimes if I meet that kind of resistance, or sometimes even before I start, I say, do I have the authority? In other words, who has the authority
Mm.
voice here? Do I have the authority voice? And if I don't, rarely do I not, but if I don't have the authority voice, who can I bring in? And often it's like the Galactic Council, their voice. So you get who has the authority that can stand with
Ah.
you know.
So, question then, there are human beings walking around on this earth that are solid to the core from parasitic families.
Yes.
I don't think I actually realized that. I thought that the people on earth were from a divine galactic family and that the parasites attached to them. I didn't realize you could have embodied parasite that hadn't booted out the original soul or,
Yes.
something like that.
Yep. Because understand that they from the beginning owned the male body. They could move
Yeah.
in and out of the male body at will, you know. But
Oh,
and they're
see, I thought they were just working it like a puppet.
no, not always. The reason I don't talk about it to begin with is because I do not want people to land that start saying that person is bad. I want them
Right.
to land with I'm seeing behavior that's off. What can I do to eliminate the off energy? And truthfully, most in physical bodysuits are attached, puppeted, devised, etc. And few have become turncoats. In other words, they latched on to the outsider agenda. So they're like dual citizenship until you find them, and then you remove divine family citizenship. That's a turncoat. But then there are some bodysuits that are literally inhabited by an outsider's soul. All that is true. Yeah.
Hmm.
Good job.
And where did you go? What did you do?
Oh, what I did is I've really been approached by a collective of dragons that live in the fifth world that had purpose. They're part of the divine family. It's like a cousin of ours, and they are now able to be their dragon self in different ways, and it's a whole new thing that I'll be sharing at some point. And so it was like this scorched earth dragon flame to, and I went, where are we going to do it? And they said we're going after the military energy, the military complex, the burning the guns, burning down the buildings, going to the Ukraine, and dissipating with the fire of the dragons. So I saw that like an atomic bomb. That's how I saw it. Um, and then I asked, what dimension are they working at? Because I really don't want to see fires around the world. I really don't want to
Yeah.
do that. They said they're working on the fourth dimension. So that's above so I doubt we'll see fires from it. We may continue to see hot, heat in places. I don't know about that, but so that's what I did too. Went after that military with fire burning.
Oh my
Good job,
God.
Harley. Yeah. We had one lady said, one of our groups, I don't know if I said, you know what? I don't know if that's true. I said, it doesn't matter if it's true, really. If it is true, look at the power you've done. And if it isn't true, no harm. Go for it. Just go for it. So,
Yeah, that's pretty much what I
yeah.
tell people too, because, I remember way back in the beginning, one of the things I was taught way back before I met you,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, well, is this real or is it not? You act as though it's real. Just accept that it's real, act as though it's real, and then
Do the work.
yep,
Yeah,
work.
that's
Exactly.
exactly what I've come to too.
So,
Well, good job, lady. Did you you got the link to your webpage, right?
I haven't even looked at my emails today. I've been out. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Oh, you still got
Yeah.
most of the day. It
Yeah.
it should be in it should be in your box. It took me 5 tries to get that video uploaded.
Why?
I've been being told that I need to secure my computer. So I've been sending bifold cocoons and Sophia power and dragon the computer. But I think I'm going to go on to get a platform that is a protected platform for me.
Do you remember that person who talks to computers?
Yes, Mary.
Maybe she would have resources for
Which
this.
I have resources from Kelly, which is the same. She had, yeah, there's, yeah, and I got some yesterday, which came across it, which also said to me, get your thing protected. Yeah,
Mm.
so, but Mary would too, but Kelly shared a lot of that too. So, yep, that's what
Great.
I'm doing. Okay, love. Enjoy the
Take care,
rest of your
darling.
Friday. Okay.
Righto.
Great love to you. Bye bye.
Love to you too. Bye-bye.